Many thanks for joining us again on the News Hour on BISCON Television. I am Stella Para. First, the headlines. On the national scene, a Ebonyi Labour Party senatorial candidate arrested, not kidnapped, says police. Court indicts police in extrajudicial killing of Jumoke Oyeleke. In business, federal government reopens Dangote Cement, parties to continue talks. On the foreign scene, Japan to investigate religious group after Abe killing. And in the world of sports, Osimhen's winning goal versus Bologna sends Napoli back to the top of Serie A table. Now, the news in full. The Ebonyi State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of the Labour Party senatorial candidate for Ebonyi South in the 2023 elections, Honorable Linus Abba Okori, by operatives of the command over drug-related matters and other offences. In a statement signed by the police public relations officer, SP Chris Anyao, today, said contrary to rumors that Honorable Okori was abducted on Sunday, he was arrested. He added that Honorable Okori, a former member of the House of Representatives, had before now evaded many police invitations and arrests. He stated he was arrested on activities and utterances that incited and provoked the violence that engulfed Onitsha local government area of the state. He said his utterances allegedly led to the suspected IPOB and Eastern Security Network operatives or unknown gunmen to unleash mayhem in the area, leaving 7 persons dead at the end of the fracas. The People's Democratic Party says its presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is a symbol of national unity, cohesion and tolerance, who is loved in all parts of the country. This is contained in a statement by the PDP National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Debo Ologwagba, in Abuja on Sunday. The party was reacting to alleged comments made by its candidate Atiku Abubakar over his call for a northern presidency in 2023, a stakeholders meeting in Kaduna State at the weekend. The PDP condemned the attempt to deliberately distort, doctor and take out of context the comments by Abubakar at the meeting. The PDP said Atiku remains a pan-Nigerian leader and called on all Nigerians to remain focused on the PDP's mission to rescue, reunite, rebuild and restore the nation on the path of peace, national cohesion and economic prosperity. A coroner's inquest into the circumstances surrounding the death of Jumoke Oyeleke, a lady reportedly killed by a stray bullet during a Yoruba Nation rally in Lagos State, has returned a verdict indicting the police. The coroner, Magistrate Mukaila Fadeyi, said the police shot the deceased and caused her untimely death. On July 3, 2021, Yoruba Nation agitators converged at the Gani Fawayemi Freedom Park in Ojota area of Lagos State to demand an independent state for the southwest region. It was alleged that police shot into the air and used tear gas canisters to disperse the crowd, and Jumoke, a 25-year-old sales girl, was shot dead. In his findings, the coroner said the only logical conclusion is that the deceased died from a weapon by the Nigerian police. Furthermore, the coroner recommended that the state government encourages the federal government on the training, retraining and reorientation of police officers. Payment of compensation should be effected to the family of the deceased by the federal government. Overhaul of the police force to fish out the bad eggs and ensure that they are brought to book to forestall further accidental killings. Mental and medical checkups for police officers. And no police officer detailed to protest grounds should be issued live bullets. Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has said that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) owes Nigerians an explanation and an apology following some rather controversial statements made by Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the party. Atiku had in Kaduna asserted that the North does not need Yoruba or Igbo candidates when it comes to the presidency, adding that the only candidate worthy of the coveted seat is him alone. In his reaction, Governor Wike said while he doubts the possibility of Atiku making such a sensational statement at this critical time of the nation's history, such posture would justify his fight for equity, justice and fairness in the PDP. According to him, the party must urgently address the issue and appeal to Nigerians, lest the people stop rallying behind the PDP and begin to see the party as one where justice and equity do not abound. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party Board of Trustees has submitted its report on the reconciliatory moves in the party, especially the call for the resignation of the national chairman, Dr. Yocha Ayu, saying it is inappropriate for him to resign at this time. The BOT said it was not averse to the demand for justice in the party, but maintained that there was time for everything. It assured that Ayu would ultimately have to go after the 2023 elections if Atiku Abubakar won the election. A former national chairman of PDP and member of the BOT, Okwesilieze Umodo, who hinted at the development, said the call for the resignation of Iyorchia Ayu, the party's national chairman, was coming at the wrong time. According to him, it is inauspicious to ask the national chairman to resign months to the 2023 polls. We'll take a break now. When we'll come back, we'll bring you business news. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. Now to business news. The Dangote cement plant located in Obajana, Kogi State, has been reopened after being closed by the Kogi State government over issues bordering on the legality of the company's acquisition of the defunct Obajana Cement Company. The development followed an order by the National Security Council on Friday, directing the reopening of the cement plant. The Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, told journalists that an agreement had been reached between the Dangote Group and the Kogi State government on the need to reopen the factory, while urging both parties to respect the agreement. The reopening of the plant came after a 10-day disagreement by both parties over the legality of the acquisition of the cement plant. Up next is foreign news. Stay tuned. Welcome back to BISCON TV News. You can watch us live by downloading the BISCON TV app on your Android and iOS devices, or visit our YouTube channel. Now, the foreign news. Japan's Prime Minister has ordered an inquiry into the Unification Church, a religious group that has come under the spotlight after the assassination of former leader Shinzo Abe. The man accused of killing him said the church had bankrupted his mother and blamed Abe for allegedly promoting it. Scrutiny of the religious sect in the weeks following then revealed it had ties with many government lawmakers. On Monday, Japan's Prime Minister conceded to holding a government investigation into the church after previously resisting calls for such a probe. He said he was taking seriously accusations the church had ruined families and exploited its followers for money. A Hong Kong pro-democracy protester was pulled into Chinese consulate grounds in Manchester on Sunday and beaten up. Unidentified men came out of the consulate and forced a man inside the compound before he escaped with the help of police and other demonstrators. A consulate spokesperson said protesters had displayed an insulting portrait of China's president. The Foreign Office said it was urgently seeking clarity on the incident, while Greater Manchester Police has launched an investigation. We take another break to come back with sports and entertainment news. Join us again.
Welcome back to the news on the hour. It's time for our top stories on sport. Victor Osimhen was the hero of the day as he bagged the all-important goal which sealed a 3-2 win against Bologna to send the side back to the top in Serie A on Sunday. Osimhen has now scored in back-to-back games since making his return from injury. The Super Eagles striker's tally in the Italian top flight this season his 3 goals in 6 games. The win against Bologna took Napoli on 26 points above second-placed Atalanta on 24 points. No Nigerian club will participate in the morning spinning group stage of this year's CAF Champions League after Rivers United follow Plateau United to exit the competition on Sunday night. Nigerian Premier Football League champions Rivers United lost 6-0 to Wydad Casablanca of Morocco and were thus eliminated 7-2 on aggregate, having won the first leg in Port Harcourt 2-1 a week ago. Rivers United will now drop down to play-off for a place in the group phase of the CAF Confederation Cup, same as Plateau United, who were eliminated by Sparvans of Tunisia. Both Rivers United and Plateau United will know their Confederation Cup playoff foes Monday 17 when they conduct the draws. That's all on sport. Welcome back. It's time for entertainment news. Barely 2 days after marrying his 4th wife, Princess Ashley Adegoke, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, has thrown a grand wedding party for his first wife, Yeyeluwa Mariam Ogunwusi. Recall that the Osun monarch, who began marrying new wives in September, 9 months after his ex-wife Naomi Shilekunwola announced their split, now has 4 wives. Queen Mariam became the Osun monarch's first wife after their wedding ceremony in September, as his 3 previous marriages failed. Days after the wedding ceremony, Queen Elizabeth Ogunwusi was betrothed to him in Magodo, Lagos. Toby Phillips became Ooni's 3rd wife following their wedding ceremony on October 9, 2022. The Ooni of Ife also married Princess Ashley Adegoke as his 4th wife on Friday, October 14, 5 days after the Osun monarch married ex-beauty queen Toby Phillips. On Sunday, October 16, Ife buzzed with fanfare following a grand wedding party the Onirisha held for his first wife, Yeyeluwa Mariam Ogunwusi. That's all on entertainment.
Welcome back. And that's it for now on the News Hour on BISCON Television. Compiled and produced by Jumoke Adeoti Aino. I am Stella Opara. Many thanks for staying with us.